Welcome back to the We Are City channel for our FC24 career mode. You can see here is the FA Cup quarterfinals time. Leicester City will go to Wembley. Crystal Palace will go to Wembley after beating Sheffield, and Leicester beat Stoke. It's Luton versus Coventry, Everton against Manchester City. So we've got a very good chance of winning the FA Cup this season. We've just got to go away to Goodison Park to start today's episode and win, and we will be going to Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final. Let's have a look as well what is in store for today's episode throughout. So after that, we will simulate a game at home against Nottingham Forest. We will play Braga at home in the Champions League, where we look to go to the quarterfinals of that competition as well. Then Wolves away and Chelsea at home. That is going to be the episode, unless another Champions League game gets thrown in here, or an FA Cup game before the Chelsea one. Well, one player our scout's been tracking for a long time now is Andrew, a goalkeeper, Andrew Varela, Brazilian. 5 saves he made in a performance to Lorient, 93% passing accuracy, a young goalkeeper who's already gaining experience in European football. Our scouts have followed him for a number of years before he's moved to France, because he did play for Gil Vicente in Portugal. He has an Edison-style quality to his game, and he is an Edison-style goalkeeper in terms of he's quite acrobatic. He likes to make the flashy saves whenever he can do, and he's also very good on the ball. And the club are looking at Andrew for the future. Of course, Edison's not getting any younger. This young man is only 23, 24 years of age, which is very, very young for a goalkeeper. We do have Spike Brits in the youth system as well, who he's high hopes for. But then with Ortega not getting any younger, Scott Carson not getting any younger either, City are looking for future options in the goalkeeping situation. And Andrew certainly is one of those players that is at the top of that. He moved from Gil Vicente to Lorient. The club could have moved for him before he made that move to France, but they wanted to see what he was like in international, in European football. And he has performed in European football as well. After Edison and Alisson, apparently he's not that far off a Brazil call-up either. So a young Brazilian goalkeeper who's continuing to impress. He's good on the ball. What we need, that's what we need from a goalkeeper. And also, he's very acrobatic, can make the good save. So keep an eye on Andrew if he were to lose Ortega, say in the summer, because he is being linked with the move to Bayern Munich, Ortega, despite that new contract he has signed. Then Andrew will be probably top of our list to sign as a replacement second choice goalkeeper, and see if he can develop despite being second fiddle to Edison. I think he still has all that development and a good potential. Sean Dyche's Everton side at Goodison Park, they're very inconsistent. See there, win, loss, win, loss, win. So they don't draw games, they either win or lose. Godfrey, Tosin, Adebayo, Borges and Sergio Roberto is the back four. Puado, Andre Gomez, captain Arnold, Dele Alli and McNeil in the midfield 5. And then it's Beto up top, Pickford starts in goal. They've got Mopai, Chamiti, Doucouré, Keane or Nana Tarkovsky on the bench. A weakened Everton side maybe. Key attacking player is Puado. Let's see how we line up to match them. Our side with plenty of big name players rested. Ortega will start and go with Kyle Walker, Manu Akanji. Walker will take the captaincy. Nathan Ake and Valentin Barco in a back four. Barco drifting into the middle. Walker holding the width. Martin Zubimendi and Mateo Kovacic in midfield 2 with Mateusz Nunes in front. It's going to be Jack Grealish on the left, Oscar Bob on the right, and Julian Alvarez through the middle. On the bench, we're going to have Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Roderick, Nico O'Reilly, Savio, Zabayas could once again make an appearance, and Erling Haaland should any problems be caused. Eze, Lewis, Foden, Vardy, Doku and Kevin De Bruyne all rested today. So away at Goodison Park we are. Pep Guardiola meets with Sean Dyche there. Both sides the chance of going to Wembley Stadium. Can Manchester City go to Wembley in an FA Cup semi-final? We'll find out at Goodison Park in the FA Cup quarter-final. Barco, City trying to break them down here. Barco. It's Mateusz Nunes. Hold it up well. Zubimendi. Through to Grealish. Back through to Alvarez here. Alvarez at a tight angle. Good save by Pickford. And Sergio Roberto gets it away for Everton. Alvarez. The pressure here. Alvarez. Lovely play from Julian. Alvarez. Through towards Mateusz Nunes. Borges with a good bit of defending. Gives it away to Alvarez, who gets a shot off. He's fouled here. Nothing given. Everton come the other way. Off at the boot of Akanji. Deflects fortunately for an Everton player. Chance here. Saved by Ortega. Falls back to Everton, who take the lead in the FA Cup quarter-final. It's Ben Godfrey. Such a bad goal to concede that one. Ball goes out wide. It deflects very luckily to him. Then Ortega makes the save. But it's a bad save by Ortega because he saves it right in front of him. Ben Godfrey scores and Everton take the lead. Wide to Grealish here. He's away from Sergio Roberto. Grealish. Alvarez blocked by Tosin. Oh, it might fall to Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob on the shot here, blocked by Borges. Behind for a corner. City pushing as well. Where's our look? Alvarez a flicked header. Dele Alli long and away. Mateusz Nunes. Pulls off the challenges, Nunes. Nunes still. On the turn is Alvarez. Reaction saved by Pickford behind for a corner. Well, talk about a fortunate goal that Everton have got. 1-0 they lead through a very lucky goal for Ben Godfrey. And it looks like we are not going to the FA Cup semi-finals, it stands. Borges, he looks quite good. Very composed, the young centre-back. Big mistake here. Matheus Nunes wins it for City. Into Oscar Bob. Bob. Nunes. Alvarez. Kovacic. Mateo Kovacic! What a save by Pickford. What a save by Pickford behind for a corner. Grealish in. Alvarez! What a looping header by Julian Alvarez. And City equalise right at the start of the second half. Crossing. And Alvarez on the end of it. Ball swung in here by Jack Grealish. It's Alvarez across the near post. Lovely looping header again ahead of Ben Godfrey. Over the top of Pickford. And City equalise here, 1-1. Taken down by Sergio Roberto, won back by Barco. Grealish in there, Prado as well. Here's Martin Zubimendi. Zubimendi drives forward for City. He's not the quickest Zubimendi, but he's found Alvarez here. And they're in trouble here, Everton. Alvarez! Alvarez! Just past the post by Julian. Little back heel by Beto into Ducour. Another back heel in towards Dwight McNeil. Across the far post. Valentin Barco can't stop it. Great defending. Not so much, but lovely save from Ortega. Brilliant from Stefan Ortega there. Alvarez. Haaland. Wide to Kyle Walker. They're in trouble here, Everton. Here's Walker. Walker to the far post. Alvarez! What a save by Pickford. What a save by Jordan Pickford. We need to make more changes. Oscar Bob for Savio. Savio again's made a big mistake. Ball forward away by City. Big mistake by Everton. And here is Ezequiel Ceballos. The new sign off the bench, Ceballos. Heavy touches past Borges. Oh, and Pickford comes out. Well, Ceballos nearly made an immediate impact there, the youngster. Roberto. Tackle by Barco. Ceballos. Haaland back into Ezequiel Ceballos here. Here's the young Argentinian again. Ceballos. Ceballos! Across to Savio. How have we not scored? How we haven't won this, I don't know. That is full time. Is it extra time? Or are we going to a replay? Judging by the way the players going in, I think this might be extra time. Cross in. Ortega punched it up. Header and Ortega over the bar. Good chance for Everton. Well, they play a certain type of game, Everton. Long ball in the air. Make it difficult, Adamarai over the bar. Ortega's made some brilliant saves. I have to say, Jordan Pickford. I mean, that's saving Alvarez. Here's Ceballos. Ceballos cuts inside here. Ceballos! Oh, big save from Pickford again. Stones. Ceballos. Grealish. Jack Grealish looks to drive then, and look at that space for Haaland opening up. Half time, still 1-1 in extra time. It looks like it's going to penalties. Grealish gets it away for City. Haaland. Ball right for the middle towards Matheus Nunes. And here is Savio. And here's the Brazilian Savio for City. Savio. Haaland at the far post. He doesn't miss this one. 2-1 in extra time. It's meant for Alvarez, but Haaland said, I'm there as well. Haaland got there. Plants it at the far post. Alvarez comes off for Nico O'Reilly. And Manchester City lead by 2-1 here. And that could be the goal that sends City to Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final. Good goal from Haaland in the 114th minute of all time. Alvarez off for O'Reilly. And City now look to hang on to this win. Kanji, what a terrible clearance. Cross into the box here. Zubimendi's lost it. Stones has won it. Ducour! Everton score in the 119th minute. Horrible defending from Manchester City. Horrible defending from City there. I'll try and get a goal again now. Here's Ezequiel Ceballos. Akanji. Over to Haaland. Bad ball by Akanji. Haaland won't get there, will he? Well, he might do. Haaland. Nico O'Reilly! What a goal for City by Nico O'Reilly. In added time. Of added time. Nico O'Reilly scores. Wonderful from Haaland. Bullies Sergio Roberto. Pulls it back and young Nico O'Reilly. Off the bench. Does it take a deflection? No, it doesn't. Pickford just can't keep it out. What a finish from young Nico O'Reilly. Well, there you are. A star is born. Late goal for City in the 122nd minute by youth superstar Nico O'Reilly. Full-time whistle goes. City avoid penalties. We are going to Wembley. We're going to an FA Cup semi-final. And thanks to Nico O'Reilly, Haaland worked so hard, pulled it back. What an exciting FA Cup tie that was. Was absolutely brilliant. But the big boys, the Giants, Manchester City, come out on top. Nico O'Reilly, what a goal. EA Sports give man of match to Julian Alvarez with an 8.3 rating. But I am going to give it to Erling Haaland with an 8.0 rating. Assist that got the winning goal, and he got the winner before that. He made a massive impact off the bench. Unlucky for Nico O'Reilly, only a 7.0 rating. Other than the goal, he did nothing much else. Well, a player here that's really found themselves with a perfect loan in the Premier League. These Premier League loans have been so successful. Another one is Liam Delap, who's had poor loans at Preston North End and other teams as well. Went to Hull City last year and found his feet again at Hull City in the Championship. And then Premier League side Brentford said, listen, we want a young and up-and-coming striker. We have seen Delap, we've watched him play for Hull City in the Championship, and we think he'd be good enough for us in the Premier League. So he's gone to a Premier League side, and he's got, in 22 games, 9 goals and 6 assists. And the full report on Liam Delap, who City have had high hopes for a very long time when he first came through and Pep Guardiola played him, was he has that Erling Haaland type quality of being very strong yet mobile. He says he has played two-man partnership and he's helped him massively by having a player to play off. So he hasn't been playing as that single hold-up striker on his own. He's had someone else in and around with him to link up with him, and that's really worked with him. And you think at Manchester City you'd have maybe an Erling Haaland close to him, or maybe wouldn't play Haaland and Delap together, but maybe an Alvarez or De Bruyne or an Eze, someone close to him all the time, linking up the play, and that's really worked for him. And you can see his link-up play has improved by 6 assists statistically, and I've been very, very impressed by Liam Delap. It seems at Brentford, the scout's been impressed by him, and he's going to come back in the summer, and then it's Delap's choice. I mean, Delap might say, listen, I've performed in the Premier League now, you either give me a chance at City or I want a permanent move. And maybe we have to let him go on a permanent move with a buyback option in there for the future. But he's a brilliant player, Delap, and I'm so glad that he's now found his feet and shown his potential and shown the player he can be at this level in the Premier League. Up next was 13th place Nottingham Forest at home, where we come away with a clean sheet and a 4-0 win. Eze with a double as well. Haaland not on the score sheet today, but it's Kevin De Bruyne and Alvarez in the 85th minute, means City get a 4-0 win and a clean sheet. Man of the match goes to Eze with a 10.0 rating. What a performance. Edison also got a 9.4 to look out for, but 10.0 for Eze. City win 4-0. What a performance. A double for Eze on the score sheet. Champions League action back in it now with Braga, who we did beat 2-1 away from home. We welcome them back to the Etihad. They've gone with exactly the same starting 11. If I believe, exactly the same. Jose Font was key man. He was so good in the back for them. 2-1 we do lead. We're looking to finish off this tie today. This is how we're going to go with against Braga. Edison starts in goal. It's Akanji, Diaz and Ake, the back three. Rodri, captain De Bruyne, Lewis and Eze in the midfield four, with Bob on the right, Doku on the left, and Haaland through the middle. On the bench we have Julian Alvarez, Jack Grealish, Savio, Nunes, Kovacic, Mendy and Barco. No Vardiel, no Walker, no O'Reilly, Foden, Ceballos or Stones today. All rested or not part of the squad. There is Eze arriving. 2 goals in his last game. He is going to be a key part in City again today. Akanji with a clip into Eze, who's actually done really well with that Eze. And City play out of a dangerous situation. De Bruyne. Eze, we've unlocked Braga here. Look at Haaland go. Oh, and Eze can't get the ball through to him. Rico Lewis. Wide to Oscar Bob. Bob clips inside here. Into De Bruyne. 1-0 City. Great play from Oscar Bob. And City take the lead through captain Kevin De Bruyne, who is aging like a fine wine, isn't he? Still at his age, yes, he's decreasing overall, but still he's performing at 34, 35 years of age. Still performing for the club. 90 rated. Bob works it through to him. De Bruyne turns on it and then plants it swiftly, firmly in that bottom left-hand corner. Manchester City 1, Braga 0. And here comes Alvarado. Good speed. Chased by Ake. Pulls him off. Bruno with a chance here. Good save, Edison down to his near post. Well, the foul on the other side, referee. Doku. Oh, he's beat him. Doku, oh, so unlucky. Falls to Rico Lewis. Eze, back heel. De Bruyne! 2-0 City. It's De Bruyne again. And City lead by 4 goals to 1. Well, Nico O'Reilly will feel very hard done by. Maybe Ceballos as well. But they're not on the bench today, because if they were, They'll be getting some action against Braga. Kevin De Bruyne is running the show. Eze flicks it through to him. And De Bruyne, another thumping strike. Past Mateus. 2-0 against Braga. And Manchester City are going to stroll their way to a Champions League quarter-final, it feels like. A very easy game for City in the end. And away up to Haaland. Al-Mazrati beats him to it. Comes back forward here for City to deal with. Wide chance! Oh, good save from Edison. Behind for a corner. Very good save from Eddie. Good play, Victor Gomez from fullback. Overlapping, getting in a good position. Rodri. Oh, he's been spun. Good play. Little 1-2 with Horta. Stood off him. Stood off him. It's a finish for Braga, who do pull one back to make it 4-2. We stand off Ricardo Horta here. And just say, shoot, go on, shoot. And he does do, and he puts it in the back of the net. 2-1, poor defending from City. And rightfully punished for that. 2-1, no clean sheet. Skips inside. Braga look good. They still look good, even though they were 2-0 down. Livaka, little back heel through. Akanji's lost it. Gabriel Horta and Braga are back level at 2-2. Well, we thought it was going to be an easy game here. But City concede 2 absolutely disgustingly cheap goals. And Gabriel Horta equalises for Braga on the night. It's 4-3 to City in aggregate. Fouled Rodri. Free kick Manchester City in a very good position here. Sliding challenge takes out Rico Lewis. It's a free kick and De Bruyne is going to go for his hat-trick here. Will it be the Kevin De Bruyne hat-trick? De Bruyne steps up. Over the wall! What a save by Mateus. Still 2-2. What a good save by the goalkeeper. Half-time. City all level with Braga. Oh, lovely skill by Doku. He's got it back as well. There's past Diakate like he's not there. Doku. Haaland. Oh, blocked away behind for a corner. Doku. Oh, lovely skill into Eze here. Eze. Haaland into De Bruyne. Hat-trick for De Bruyne, is it? Hat-trick for De Bruyne. 4-3 City. What a performance from Kevin De Bruyne today. The captain gets a hat-trick in the Champions League. And City lead by 3-2. Back in front. A 2-goal lead on aggregate. Haaland into De Bruyne. What a finish. What a finish by De Bruyne. 3-2. He's had a fantastic game today, the captain. Fantastic game today. Rico Lewis, wide to Oscar Bob. Up against Jose Font. Bob finds Haaland. Well played, Bob. Here's Haaland. Haaland in the Champions League. Haaland scores in the Champions League. 4-2 City. 6-3 in aggregate. A 3-goal difference here. Well done, Oscar Bob. Gets into the path of Erling Haaland and says, come on, fellow Norwegian, get through and score. Which Erling Haaland does do. Haaland's in. Haaland finishes it. City lead by 4-2. And we're going to make some changes now. With those goals going in, it's going to be Savio on for Jeremy Doku. Alvarez for Kevin De Bruyne. Mateus Nunes for Eze. Now, Kovacic maybe will come on at some point as well. We'll decide that later on. Lovely skill by Bob, who keeps it. Kanji. Rico Lewis. Rodri arriving! Big save by Mateus, the goalkeeper. Kanji back in there and into Savio. Little back heel, Lewis. In behind to Savio. Savio, oh, lovely skill by Savio. Savio, the Brazilian. Oh, and he couldn't get his shot off, but a lovely run by him. Ake slides in the box to stop the cross. Goal for Bruma, 4-3. Well, Braga managed to make it 6-4. The fact that we've conceded 3 goals today and gone back to our old ways at times is really tough to take for Manchester City. That is full time. A 4-3 home against Braga. We go through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, but I'm not happy with the defensive performance today, or in the Everton game either. We're shipping goals too easy again, and I don't know why. Well, performance of the match can go to one man and one man only. Kevin De Bruyne with a hat-trick today. What a performance in that first half. It was absolutely fantastic for the City side. Other sides going through are Real Madrid are going out. Lost to Paris Saint-Germain in aggregate. Leipzig are going through. Bayern Munich knock out Juventus. And it's not deciding the other ones, but that's an interesting one. Madrid out. A bit surprising news really. Mateo Kovacic has only been at the club 2 seasons, or just at the end of the season, maybe 2 seasons. There's Inter Milan, there's Juventus and the Roma, all interested in the Manchester City midfield next summer. So maybe Kovacic, there is rumours that he's not too happy with his game time exactly at Manchester City. He wants to play more games. He's 85 rated, the midfielder, so he believes he should be starting. But Rico Lewis tends to get a nod ahead of him. Rodri, of course. John Stones plays in there. Eze as well. So Mateo Kovacic has moved to City. He's had 2 years nearly at the club now, and it might be just 2 years enough for him. I mean, if he could make a profit on a player we signed for just under 30 million from Chelsea, then I'd be happy with that as a short-term option. I mean, he is only 30. It's not like he's aging too much and he's too far into his career. And they also look at with Kovacic, a player out on loan in Maximo Perone, who's impressed at a Premier League side Newcastle. If Kovacic wants to leave, I think we've got a ready-made replacement, Perone, all ready to step in his position. But yeah, keep an eye on that one for Kovacic next summer. I don't know if there's going to be a big revamp of the squad next summer. Maybe some big players leaving the club. We've been poor defensively. Maybe we need a revamp of the defence. Maybe we need some of the younger players coming through midfield. We've had so many good Premier League loans this year that there's so many players coming back who've impressed on Premier League loans, want to be part of the first team. So Kovacic, keep an eye on him. He might be at City next season. We currently sit 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. We've really started to blitz Liverpool now, and with a game in hand, we can go 8 points clear over Liverpool. They have dropped off. So have Arsenal, who are not in a title race, and more in a top 4 race now with Chelsea. Newcastle look like they'll get third. But yeah, I mean, similarly to Manchester United last season, Arsenal season before, when the going gets tough, Manchester City get going, the other teams don't. It's Wolverhampton. It's 11th place in mid-table, Wolves away from home today. Jose Sabel starting goal. Otto, Kilman the captain, Bueno and Semedo the back 4. March, Bellegarde, Duarte, Monyakola and also Hwang Hee-chan in midfield 5. Cunha up top with the likes of Gedge, Gomez, Kalajnic, Dawson, Doherty, Bentley and Traore on the bench. They have won 3 and lost 2 of the last 5, so they're in decent form actually. And they're always the tough side for City to play for whatever reason. Side for Wolves today, Edison starts and goal. It's captain Walker, Stones and Vardy on the back 3. Zubimendi, Kovacic, Alvarez and Eze. The midfield diving with Foden on the right, Grealish on the left and Haaland through the middle of the bench. We've got Kevin De Bruyne, Savio, O'Reilly, Nunez, Rodri, Barco and Ake. De Bruyne on the bench after a hat-trick. It is Akanji, Diaz, Bob, Doku, Zeballos and Lewis missing out today. There's Haaland warming up. 27 goals so far in the Premier League season. He's not far off breaking his goal record, and he could actually get a hat-trick today at Molineux and be very close to doing so. Fair enough. Foden, Alvarez combines with him. Into Haaland here. Haaland with a strike here off the post by Erling Haaland, unlucky. Corner to Grealish. Back into Eze. The press of Wolves is broken again. Eze driving City forward. Alvarez into Kovacic. It breaks down because they foul Eze there and get away with it. Right to Foden, couldn't find him. Kovacic in behind to Phil Foden here. Here's Foden, they're in trouble here, Wolves. Foden against Kilman. Foden inside. Foden that left foot. Bellegarde just gets something on it. Stones. Mistake by Stones in front of his own box here. Pulled back to Wolves and dragged past the post by Cunha. Well, fair play to Wolves. They are going for it. That is a big worry for City. Really good interception. Back to Vardy. Look at the press from Wolves. Vardy gives it away. Chance for Cunha and they do score. Haaland's now injured and Wolves score. The press from Wolves is unbelievable. And we can't play out of it. All these quality players and we can't get out of the press. And we do concede. Mateus Cunha with the finish. Bottom corner past Edison. And Haaland's injured. Brilliant. Cross in. Ortega not in there today. It's Edison who tips it away. Falls to Alvarez. That'll be half time. Manchester City 1-0 down to Wolves. And Erling Haaland's going to have to come off at half time as well. So I am worried. I am worried with this performance. Stones can't stop him. Cunha. Zubimendi steps in there. Can't win it. March. Wide towards Semedo. Trouble for City. Semedo cuts inside here. Semedo. Diving his Walker. Semedo. Saved by Edison. This is so poor from City. Duarte comes off now. But Gonzalo Guedes, who's even better of a footballer. And Kovacic is down injured as well now. Double injury for Manchester City. Walker in there. Look at Gonzalo Guedes. He's burst through the whole team. Guedes! Oh, he's put it wide. But he goes through our whole team there. Kovacic is injured as well now. He's been poor anyway. Kovacic off. Savio on. Savio far right. Foden goes centrally. Savio. Into Foden. De Bruyne. Through to Alvarez here. Alvarez for City. Smashed it at start. And away by Kilman. On by Wolves. Grealish back out to Zubimendi. Over to this man Vardiol. In behind to De Bruyne. Bellegarde's there. De Bruyne beats him to it. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne! Saved by Jose Sarr. 63 minutes and City. De Bruyne wins it back. Alvarez. Savio on the overlap. Savio! Past the post by Savio. De Bruyne. Through to Phil Foden. City 2 on 1 here. Foden. Foden does score. 1-1. Pick that ball up, Phil Foden. 1-1 between City and Wolves here. We pull one back in the 72nd minute. Suggesting Foden for Rodri. I'm thinking Zubimendi for Rodri, but I'm not sure. Good play. Good finish by Foden. We're going to get Rodri on here for Zubimendi. Wide. What a ball by Eze to Matthias Nunes. Matthias Nunes here. Good feet. De Bruyne. Rodri on the left foot. Oh, what a save by Jose Sarr. Behind for a corner. Eze. Chasing him all over here. They've dispossessed him and City 2v1. Gonzalo Guedes. Stones fouls him. Referee plays advantage. Solly march away from Matthias Nunes. Walker, what are you doing? Having tried to defend here. Wolves across the box. A terrible pass. Edison launched it back forward to Alvarez. Little nod on towards Phil Foden. Touches away by Foden. Big challenge on Phil Foden. Alvarez. Cross in. Eze on. Rodri down. Back into De Bruyne. Matthias Nunes. De Bruyne. Alvarez! Oh, saved by Sarr. And away by Wolves, and that'll be full time. It's 1-1 draw at Molineux. We can't extend our lead to the top to 8. It is only 6 points between us and Liverpool. How City didn't come away with a win, I don't know there. So many chances, and the worrying thing is the Haaland injury and the Foden injury. Could they be out to the end of the season? Who knows? EA Sports gave man of the match to Josh Gvardiol with a 7.4, but I'm going to give it to Phil Foden with a 7.3. I thought it was brilliant, and I really hope he's not injured. On the injury front, Erling Haaland, just a dead leg, 6 days out. Mateo Kovacic, just a bruised shoulder, 5 days out. But Phil Foden, it looks like his season might be over again. Similarly to last season, a reoccurring injury, a broken toe injury. Foden's out for 3 months, without Phil Foden again. And that just keeps happening time and time again, unfortunately, doesn't it? Foden, season over. Well, I thought we were going to an FA Cup quarter-final with that win against Everton. We weren't. Oh. Well, I thought we were going to an FA Cup semi-final with that win against Everton, but look, there was another round of games on the other side. I wonder why there were so many small teams in it. We've drawn Bristol City in round 6, which is the quarter-finals. We'll get to the semi-final with a win here today against Bristol to end today's episode. Well, Bristol have made a few signs from us, I think, over the years, and one of those does start in the starting 11. Ben Knight on the right, Cornick and Meti up top, Vyman the captain with Knight and Williams in the midfield 3. It's Roberts, Atkinson, Dickey and McCroy at the back 4. O'Leary starts in goal. They did sign Filip Stefanovic from us as well, and maybe someone else, but you see their last 5 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Aside for Bristol City today, Ortega starts in goal. It's going to be captain Kyle Walker at right back with Akanji and Ake joining him in the back line. Zubimendi and Kovacic in the midfield 2 with Nico O'Reilly in front. He's going to get his first start for City. Bob on the right, Doku on the left, and Julian Alvarez through the middle. On the bench we've got Erling Haaland, Ceballos, Savio, Nunes, Lewis, Stones and Diaz. Missing out today is Eze, the injured Foden, Vardiol, Roderick, Grealish and Kevin De Bruyne. So away at Bristol City in the Carabao Cup, away at Bristol City in the FA Cup quarter-final. You see there, 22-year-old number 25, Ben Knight, to face off against his former Manchester City side. Be good to see him play well, but of course we want to come out on top here. Barco. Back through to Doku here. Doku cuts inside. Does he flatten Doku there? Nothing given from the referee. Valentine Barker out of position. He's gone narrow. Ake to deal that he can't do. Chance here for McCroy. Cross in. It's a good cross. Chance for Bristol. Big save by Ortega. And Akanji can't keep it in corner. Sliced away by Bristol. Jeremy Doku! Oh, what a save by the keeper. As Doku tries to score a spectacular. Corner ball. Kovacic in again. Walker attacks it. Away by Bristol. Doku. Doku onto the left foot. Jeremy Doku. Another brilliant save by O'Leary, the keeper. Brilliant save. Corner ball. Kovacic in. Nathan Ake with a header off the crossbar. Bristol City can thank their lucky stars they're not behind here against Manchester City. Doku. Doku. Doku onto his left foot. Jeremy Doku! What a goal from Doku! What a goal from Doku! There's no one better at taking teams on like Doku. There is no player we have that can do things like that. What a goal from Doku. With his weaker left foot. Onto it. Into the box. Sees the space. And plants it in that bottom left-hand corner past the keeper. Foul in the process. Great goal for Doku. Hasn't scored many this season. Keeps it in. So Oscar Bob. Bob onto his right foot. Oscar Bob! Oh, save by the keeper. Nico O'Reilly. That is half-time. City lead by 1-0, but it should be more. We've not been so clinical in front of goal. Alvarez through to Jeremy Doku. They're in trouble here, Bristol. The fullback's quick. Problem is, Doku's quicker. Oscar Bob! Oh, what a save by O'Leary again. Great play by City. Nico O'Reilly. Lovely ball by O'Reilly into Jeremy Doku here. Here's Doku. Doku. Doku! Save by O'Leary. Oh. Save by O'Leary again. In. Alvarez! O'Leary over the bar. He's had a good get. Their keeper's man of the match. Their keeper is man of the match so far. Alvarez. Jeremy Doku on the left foot. Save again. Alvarez does nick it. Alvarez, great nick. Alvarez. Alvarez doesn't miss this time. 2-0 City, game over. Julian Alvarez with a finish. City take the lead. And double the lead. Good goal. We nick it. And then it's a bit, it's a bit of a poor goal to score, isn't it? Considering how Bristol will be very, very harsh on themselves. But the keeper's done everything today for Bristol. That's going to mean Alvarez comes off now. We'll rest him. Savio on. Past Ake. Past Rico Lewis. Chance for Bristol. Off the crossbar and they do score. What a terrible goal. Oh my word. Vyman scores. We can't keep a clean sheet at all in today's episode. I do not need to see that goal again. Bristol pull one back. That was just off the crossbar and then their first shot, second shot of the game maybe. Deflects into path of Ceballos, who I have to say he's not made much impact on the games he's come on. That is full time. We end the episode with a 2-1 win over Bristol City. A little bit fortunate and not an amazing performance really from this City side. Let's see who's performed to the match before we end the episode. Well, EA Sports give it to Alvarez with an 8.3, but I'm personally going to give it to Jeremy Doku with a 7.9. A goal today, and I thought it was really, really impressive that left-hand side. Please do like the video if you aren't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want to join the We Are City membership club, you can see all these videos early and extended. Why not join? I'll see you next time.